Good morning, everyone. We're at the West Davis Veterinary Center when we're about to watch the ribbon cutting led by Mayor Gloria Partida. Hi, Mayor.
Hi.
You're on.
Okay. Oh, there is feedback. Welcome to everyone viewing from home and also viewing from our parking lot here. I'd especially like to give a shout out to all of the furry clients out there that are here for this very momentous ribbon cutting ceremony as we ribbon cut for the West Davis Veterinary Center. Dr. Mike Yaki is the owner of this wonderful establishment, and he's been serving the community since 2003 at the South Davis Veterinary Center. And we are so very grateful that he has decided to expand his service to the community. And when he took on this endeavor 2 years ago, I'm sure that he did not think that he would be opening in the middle of a pandemic. But especially in these times, it's really important that we continue with these types of ceremonies, because how often has it been in the last, what feels like 2,000 years that we've been out here together doing something that marks our milestones, and I think that is super important for us to continue to do. So joining me today, along with Dr. Yaki, is my colleague and council member, Dan Carson. So.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for coming out there and here. This is Fig, our next door neighbor. Our grand puppies were busy. They have very active schedules, and so they couldn't come today. But we did what we could with Fig, who's a good friend of ours. Gloria alluded to the fact that these are really strange times with coronavirus, with so many folks really having to shelter in place, work from home. Of course, their pets are getting the most attention they've ever gotten in their lives, but what they provided for so many of you is comfort in these difficult times. So it makes it all the more important we have a facility like this to help take care of these treasures of ours to get through the rest of these difficult times. We know there were significant challenges building a building and building a business in the middle of this, all of this, at the time, of course, when so many businesses are struggling. It's an incredible accomplishment, and our community really so welcomes you to this new facility. And we know the incredible amount of work this will mean for your staff. Unusual operating conditions, additional protective equipment, dealing with folks at the door. We know this isn't the way you would ordinarily run a business, but you're adapting to the crazy and difficult times we're in. And so we appreciate it. And as your representative for West Davis, I love seeing that West Davis in your name. And we thank you so much for opening this beautiful new facility here. Anything to add, Fig? No.
I'm sure actually Fig has a lot to add, so with that, I would like to turn it over to Dr. Mike Yaki, and I echo my colleagues' comments here about the importance of having people in our community that care for some of the most significant, family members for us. And so, with that, I will turn it over to Dr. Mike Yaki.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor Partida and Councilman Carson, for coming out and helping to dedicate this hospital today. I have not done it myself. My partner, Kara Bradley, we just had our 21st anniversary yesterday. So thank you, babe, couldn't do without you. This ground has been a fertile ground for veterinary care. Drs. Bruga and Rathbon opened a vet hospital here 50 years ago in the 70s. So we stand on this solid foundation with strong ties to the community. Kara and I moved to Davis almost 30 years ago for vet school. We met in vet school. We still live in the same house that Kara bought when she moved here. We opened South Davis Veterinary Center in 2003 in West Davis here in 2017 when we bought it from the retiring Dr. Janet Edson. We knew we wanted to make some updates right away to reflect the way we practice veterinary medicine today. We didn't anticipate it would take 2 years to get things done, or that it would be a total teardown and rebuild. But that really allowed us to make some changes, designing from the ground up to help reduce the stress for our patients. We've got a wing here for cats, and this access is for dogs. We have a garden where the dogs can come, wait out in the garden, sniffing flowers until it's their turn. They can enter right in from the garden, so there's not that bottleneck in the reception area. The cats also have their own entrance, so they don't have to interact with the dogs if they don't want to, and their rooms have shelves low and high so they can investigate and explore as they want. They've got a little dugout table they can hunker down into, and they've got their own exam room. So we tried to think of everybody, but we didn't get here alone. We work with a great team of architects at Borges Architecture. Corinda McDonald and Beth Miller were our design team that brought our ideas to paper. We work with the fantastic people at Harrison Construction. We met Pam and Steve and Jeff Harrison years ago when we redid South Davis, so we knew we wanted to work with them again. This time Rob Landy was our principal contractor, and Mac McCorkle was our on-site supervisor. Those guys gave us countless hours working hard, keeping their teams in line. We really can't thank them enough. And Sally's husband, Lyndon Neese of Imagine Landscaping, planned our yard here and did all the great work executing it. It's absolutely beautiful. It's just a great site. We've been almost 20 years since we've been doctors in the community. We've met and befriended thousands of citizens of Davis, some furrier than others. We've loved being your vets and helping you through some of the tough times that life has to offer. And 2020 has provided its own set of unique challenges for all of us. We can't thank you enough for your support during this time. We'll continue to strive to provide the best quality health care for our pets with love and compassion in our new hospital. I have prayed for all the angels to come and give their blessings to our hospital and to help our patients to heal. I've meditated to open the Buddha fields of our heart. I want this site to be a refuge from the storm, a sanctuary that you can come when needed. But this doesn't happen in isolation, and it's not just about my desires being fulfilled. We share this love of caring for pets with our great staff and of hardworking men and women that continues to grow. When we first started, it was just 1 doctor and 4 assistants. With 2 locations, we're now up to 8 doctors, 27 staff members. Thank you guys. Couldn't do it without you. Most of our employees live here in Davis and the surrounding towns. So we're shopping at your stores, at your restaurants. We're intertwined in the Davis community. And any business needs help from their consultants and specialists in their supporting fields. We appreciate all the ties that we formed with Paul Romo and Shauna Judkins at Impact Advisors, who help us with our health and disability insurance needs, Ed Branham at Safehold Special Risk for business insurance, Nicole Davis at Edward Jones, who helps guide our 401k plan, Tom McNabb and the McBride brothers at Ameritech, who are the best IT department around, and all of our local representatives who work for larger companies such as Craig and Song from IDEX, Evelyn at MWI, Aaron at BI. We realize that our little business is tied into a large economic web, and that when you do business with us, not only do we appreciate it, but the effects are felt as supportive ripples throughout our economy. I want to give special thanks to Heidi Kellison for arranging and filming our ribbon cutting ceremony today. I met Heidi and her husband Peter over 20 years ago at my first job at Arden Animal Hospital in Sacramento. So we've shared many smiles and tears through the years. I can't thank her enough for her support. And I want to thank her for the message of her website, Downtown NorCal, which is all about supporting our neighbors and our friends with our dollars by buying local. So the impact of our success is shared with our community. So in closing, I'd like to say we couldn't have done it without you, and we'll continue to strive to give back over the years, because we are Davis. We will get through this together. May peace and blessings be upon us all. Thank you.
Okay, with that, here comes the exciting part. We are going to do the ribbon cutting safely distanced. Ready? Yes?
You can move in a little bit, Dan.
So then, Doctor, you're in the middle.
If you guys could squeeze in just a little for the camera. Maybe lean in, and Dr. Yaki's coming over with gloves.
Are you going to use a scalpel? All right. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1.
Yay!
Yay! Okay, so thank you very much for everyone that came out to witness us, and we're hoping that this is a sign that we are moving in the right direction and that we will be opening up and getting back to our normal lives. But as we're doing that, I want all of us to support each other and to support our small businesses. And that's really, really important in these times. And I also would like to thank Heidi for keeping us connected via the all of these, I don't know, she goes out there and films everyone in the community. And it makes such a big difference to be able to check in and see how people are doing. So thank you very much, Heidi.
Okay. All right, everyone. We have just finished watching the ribbon cutting at West Davis Veterinary Center. We hope to see you here for business and all around our great town in the coming weeks and days. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Bye-bye.